and a roll now to complete a half Cuban. Many of the manoeuvres, of course, unique to the Mark 7 and to the Western's Link because of the semi-rigid titanium head. And here now displaying its manoeuvrability with a 270-degree roll. Now with very nice on-the-ground wind today, the favoured, well sorry, I should say not that favoured, but it does favour this display because he'll put in, you see, a spacing loop here on his way out on the B axis. And of course, very unusual manoeuvres indeed for any helicopter to make. Pedal turn, but in fact they're going to hold it there and now just let the entire helicopter, and this is not a lightweight helicopter, it is a battlefield helicopter, just hanging there in that hanging stall turn. Now, a talented pair of pilots, as you would imagine. P50 won prizes at every stage of his flying courses. All three stages did extremely their hard work, and of course the time they're all giving up, a lot of extra hours on top of them. Preparing for all the stages. And of course all this done part of the custody.
Ladies and gentlemen, it's my great pleasure to present the 2014 Royal Air Force Tucano display. If you can't see you, and curves now pulling up into Canadian. And a turn to the right, 40 to 45 degrees away from the runway. Incredibly impressive steam line. Not just new aircraft here, but new engines also for Europrop International TP400s of some 11,000 shaft horsepower each. First flown on the 11th of December 2009, and the man who was at the controls then is at the controls today, the Airbus Chief Test Pilot for military aircraft, Ed Strongman. And the engine's been throttled back at this stage and the aircraft descending for doing a tight 360-degree left turn. All the time with this wind being blown towards the crowd, so the crew taking active steps to offset that. And in this minimum radius turn, flying from 400 feet starting up to 1,200 feet at the opposite end of the circle. Reduced the test fleet down from 5 to 3 aircraft. The one that did the maiden flight in 2009 has been retired for preservation, and one of the others put into flyable storage. Production aircraft. The first delivery to the French Air Force was last year. So far the French have got a couple of these aeroplanes, and the Turkish Air Force their first example too. The French have already been using their A400Ms operationally, not least in Mali. current plan is for the Royal Air Force to get its first Atlas in September. Germany will follow on in November, and in 2015 a total of 23 of these aeroplanes should be handed over to customer nations. And coming up an example of those tactical characteristics we were talking about. Absolutely. Very slow speed touchdown. Capability of using less than a couple of thousand feet. But initially when it comes into Royal Air Force service, it will go into the strategic airlift role. And those capabilities will be built over the forthcoming years. The aircraft's capability of rapid offload. And there you see the very stylish sequence already through on the flight deck. The organisers of the Royal International Air to 2 have taken appropriate security measures to ensure your safety whilst at Fairford today. However, we need your assistance and would ask that you keep your personal belongings with you at all times. If you do see a piece of baggage which appears to have been left unattended, please tell a member of staff or a police officer so that we can reunite it also. It's back to the modern Royal Air Force and the very cutting edge of current RIAT air combat capability. And to tell you more about that, it's my pleasure to hand over to Flight Lieutenant Andy de Geer.
Thank you, Ben. Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Flight Lieutenant Andy de Geer, and on behalf of today, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to introduce Flight Lieutenant Noel Rees and the RAF's 2014 23 display.
a ratio of over 10 to 1. Coming in for a dirty run. It's clear now, showing So right now, all the pilots in the crowd surely will be wincing as he's pushed into his up into his harness. Now accelerating up to 600 knots, that's about 690 miles an hour. Just shy of 100 miles an hour. As fast as he's allowed to legally go. All the flight control surfaces controlled by 4 onboard flight dynamics computers. As well as that incredible which is Noel's personal Twitter account. You can also find information on our website. You just Google Typhoon Display. Or more immediately come down to our stand in the RAF village right at the end of the display line. Well, I'm sure you better meet Noel and the other members of the team. So from me, I'd like to say, it's been a great honour. Ladies and gentlemen, the 2014 Typhoon Display. And thank you very much indeed for the team, the Red Arrows, to go off and join up for our upcoming anniversary celebration. They and their helicopter base at Alpnach near Lucerne in central Switzerland, the home of Air Transport Wing 2. as they call it. Very impressive demonstration of the maneuverability of the Super Puma. Maneuver the back turn, a 360-degree turn, almost entirely in reverse. Mobility tasks in Switzerland, and it's ideal.
Yes, it's been across control with this. We were just discussing what happened it might go wrong, but actually, yes, the pilots one hand on cycling to the other